5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hey guys, it's Nextkidz. Welcome back to our channel.
Okay, before we start diving into what we think about this topic, we just want to have a little disclaimer. These are just our opinions, and we don't have any ill intentions about what we're about to say. We just hope you watch this with an open mind and try to see where we're coming from. And no disrespect to anyone and anyone else's beliefs, but this is what we believe, and we hope that you can change after this or just
See different
see
and
us
fight
from
for what's right.
As you guys may know, what's been going on in the world lately, we're gonna talk about everything you can do to help and spread some knowledge for you guys, because it's really important. And we are tired and hurt seeing all these things happen, because it's not right, and we're going to be fighting for justice, and we hope that you guys will too.
We're all here together today sitting down because we really think this topic needs to be talked about, and with our platform we think that it needs to be said, and all of us need to use our voice, because everything going on in the world right now is not okay, and we just want to be there for everybody, and we come together because we want to make a change in the world. We think it's our duty to be talking to you guys and addressing the situation.
As the upcoming generation.
Yeah,
especially with the young viewers that we have watching.
For the past few months, there has been senseless killings of Black people. On February 23rd, Ahmaud Arbery was a 25-year-old African American who was unarmed, and he was jogging in his neighborhood and got shot and murdered by 2 white men. On March 13th, a 26-year-old female named Breonna Taylor was murdered by police who invaded her home without any warrants. She was sleeping with her husband, and it turned out they were investigating the wrong house. They came in the wrong house and shot the wrong person. And then May 26th, George Floyd was murdered by a police officer in Minnesota. Police officer was kneeling on his back, which he was screaming, he couldn't breathe. And then he died right there. Yeah, so that's just a few of many people who have been killed senseless by police, white supremacists, and we just want to acknowledge this because it's only right. It's our duty because we stand for Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm honored to represent my Black people, my brothers and sisters, and I'm very blessed and grateful to have friends who, support us and stand by it.
For those who didn't know, me and my sister Nicole, we're Filipino, part Black. Although we're a little percentage of Black, we still support our Black communities, our Black friends, our Black families to the fullest.
So me and Kay just wanted to address that because not many people knew that about us.
For our viewers, it's important that we make a change too. Whether you grew up accepting all cultures or whether you grew up closed-minded and not knowing about every culture.
And it's taught different.
Yeah, everybody's taught differently, and it's okay, and it's you're responsible to educate yourself on what's right and what's wrong, whether you were taught this or taught that.
That's what's so beautiful about social media and the internet.
Yeah.
It's because you could learn your own views and grow your own moral beliefs and values, even if it's different from your parents or your family. Because we spend so much time on here, so a lot of the times it's so easy to think that the people around us believe the same things as us, because we see different things every day. Like, it surprised me when some of my family members didn't feel the same way about me in this topic, and that's when you have to have those conversations with them and just really try to show them that they should have a more open heart and more loving heart and accept people and see differences as beautiful and not to fear them just because they were taught something different, because it's all just things that are taught. It's
Yeah.
you don't grow up.
I
just
believe
being
it's like
hateful.
a humanity thing. Like, you know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you see what's happening. Like, there's
You
can't-
can't deny.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't just sit there and be like, yeah,
You
he
can't ignore
deserved
it.
that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, you're just not, you know,
You know, and it
it's just a
doesn't.
humanity thing.
It doesn't cost you, you know, to just speak up and use your voice, you know, sign those petitions and use your power, use your privilege, you know. It's just important for everyone to accept everybody, you know. You should never look at somebody and judge them, what color they are, what size they are, how much they weigh, what their flaws and whatnot, etc. And that's just what you have to accept, you know. You have to accept that everybody's different and you cannot judge them because of how they look like, because they're born that way. I feel like the Bay Area is definitely so inspired and influenced by Black culture, and we can all agree on that. And that's why I have so much respect for them, because I'm so inspired by them, you know? I admire them. It's important for everybody to acknowledge that we are inspired by the Black culture and the Black community, and we need to have respect for them because we are all equal at the end of the day.
And we need to fight for them.
And we need to fight for them every single day until we get justice. You know, no peace until there's justice made. And I think a lot of people are thinking this is just a trend, or this is just happening this week. And it's like, no,
It's
know,
been
like,
happening for years.
it's been happening for hundreds of years now.
I don't know if Will Smith said it, but I think I got it from him. It's like, you know, you seeing all these videos and everything that's going on, but letting you guys know this been happening. This has been happening.
It's just getting filmed now.
It's just being filmed, and, you know, revolution's being televised.
Yeah, and it's like, it's our time. It's our time now to change that. You know, it's not okay. We need to vote. You know, if you're over 18, please vote. If you live in America, you know, people think being racist is okay, and it's not okay. People think it's okay because of our president, because our President Trump is racist.
Not my president.
Because America is president. No, thank you. Not right now. Not right now.
You guys are so pretty. Okay, if you guys want something to eat, holler at me.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We don't judge who you believe in through politics, but we do believe that we need to vote and we do need to have a change in this country, because everything going on is being allowed by our president, Trump. And we don't really want to get into that topic because, you know, you
We
believe
just
what you
want
believe.
him out. Honestly, all lives don't matter unless Black Lives Matter, and that's the whole point of the Black Lives Matter movement. And I heard this from someone. Oh, I think at the protest we went to, someone said no one would ever be saying all lives matter until we started saying Black Lives Matter. And it's just like, you see what's going on. You know, I said this before, all lives don't matter until Black lives matter. Again, there has been so many killings of Black people for no reason. And basically that's the whole thing. And if you're still, you know, yelling all lives matter, then you just
can't
don't
be selfish.
you don't understand.
Yeah.
And you're not choosing to understand.
Yeah.
And that's where you need to take accountability for yourself, to go and educate yourself, because you shouldn't depend on someone trying to educate you, or, you know, that's for yourself. You need to take that on yourself. Go educate yourself. People are just so stubborn and ignorant, you know. Saying all lives matter is just, they're just ignorant people.
Yeah. But, like, it's like, of course all lives matter, you know, that's obvious, you know, but it's like, there's a reason why everyone's saying Black Lives Matter right now. It's because they're the ones going through it the most, you know, and, you know, there's a lot of people in the world trying to ignore that Black
All
people
privileged people
aren't going through it, or, like, everybody goes through it. Well, it's like, obviously, but we don't go through it as hard as they do. And that's what we're trying to fight for. We're trying to fight for equal rights and that we get treated the same, because this has been going on for so long, and I just feel like it's our time, Generation Z, to stand up and change everything going on.
It's the system that's messed up. The system was built just like that. Just like this.
On racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To have all, you know, the whites privilege and the Black people struggle. That's how the system was made up, and it's time for a change. It really is. And I believe this generation can change the world. We've seen videos and pictures of everyone coming together, unity.
I think we are going to change the world, because, you know, seeing social media today, you know, today's like what, June 8th, and like we're still standing up for right. There's still protests going on every single day, and I think that's what needs to happen until we get justice. You know, all these police officers need to get arrested for what they've done, and
defund the police. That's
and
what we
exactly,
do.
and it's like, you know, I just think that our generation is gonna be the generation that changes everything. You know, we're gonna change everything. You know, and that's why we come on here to use our platform to help educate you guys, because we know this is such a touchy topic. We know this is such a touchy topic, but we feel like our voices matter. Every single people's voices matter. And if you have, what, 1 follower, 2 followers, 50 followers, 1 million followers, you need to be educating who supports you and who follows you, because they follow you for a reason. Your voice obviously matters to somebody. And whether, you know, you have a big following or not, be signing petitions. You know, donate to these organizations.
Platform.
You know, don't just rely on social media, what you see on social media, to be what you learn today. You should be taking the time to go researching to real articles and researching the history of the Black culture and why they are important today and how much of the impact they've impacted the world. And
Voting.
I think the world wouldn't run without Black people. That's how I just think they're so important
It was
to
built
me.
from Black people.
You know, literally, like everything today is based off what they've taught us, based off what they do.
The United
you know,
States was built off
and it's
of
just, I just think it's so ignorant for people to act like they aren't copying Black culture, and they're saying like all lives matter. But it's like, girl, Black lives matter. That's what we're fighting for right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's already equal rights, but they're not equal, and that's why we're fighting for Black Lives Matter.
Exactly.
Because they're not getting treated equally, and that's never okay.
The land of the freedom.
You know, because for me, I don't judge nobody. I accept everybody. You know, you're Black, you're white, you're blue, you're purple, you're pink, you're green. You know, you're short, you're tall. Like, it never matters to me. It's never mattered to me. You know, I don't care who you are. You know,
And you know,
as long as you're a good person.
You know, like the pledge that you say in the beginning of school, like, I never stood up for that, to be honest, because, like, it's not true. Like, land of the free, like,
Nobody's free until
Yeah.
everyone's free.
Exactly.
That's what I was gonna say earlier.
And if you think all lives matter, then I think you just don't understand and, like, how important Black Lives Matter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put it into perspective, like, say, like, someone's leg is broken, and then someone over here says, oh, all legs matter, but, like, mine is broken, what about my leg? You know, if you put it into perspective, you know, I seen this video with, I don't know if you guys seen it, but, like, the burning house, and then someone saying, like, oh, all house matter, but, like, oh, my house is on fire, you know? And it applies, like, all lives matter, Black Lives Matter movement, you know what I'm saying?
As you guys can see, there's like too many African Americans that are dying because of police brutality, and I think that is very unfair of how they're treating people with color when they don't. Sorry. So sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's just, it's very emotional. You know, we're angry.
Yeah.
This is, it's not okay.
It's heartbreaking when you have, like, you can be not of color and you can still feel for this. Like,
Yeah.
you will never know the struggle, but you still have loved ones who do struggle.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you just have to do anything you can to help.
Literally, like, I have family that's Black, and it hurts me that they have to been going through this their whole life, and it's just like, now it's getting caught on camera. Like, no, this should have been stopped, you know? And that's why it's never okay, you know?
And, like, it could have been one of them, too. Like, I can't imagine, like...
Yeah, don't wait until it's your best friend. Don't wait until it's
Exactly.
your family friend. Don't wait until that, because you never know what can happen.
Exactly, like them not coming home one day and then, oh, and then you're going to start fighting for it? Like, you should start fighting for it now.
And
Before
now
it
is the
happens.
time to use your voice, too. Because everybody's coming together. All, you know, what's right is Black Lives Matter, you know? That's what's, you know, it's us against the races. It's not black versus white, you know? We're all coming together, all colors, all cultures, you know? We're all coming together to fight for equal rights, because it's not right, and you know it's right or wrong.
Exactly.
Let's get that clear. You know it's wrong to be racist, and for you to keep choosing that lifestyle, to live that way and think that way, is wrong of you. You know, and that's where...
Let me say something, because I know a lot of people who've grown up different and, you know, in households who are racist or, you know, whatever the case may be, don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. If you know...
Or leave the situation.
Yeah, if you believe in, you know, this movement and your parents or friends are, you know, acting ignorant towards it, tell them what's up. You know, stand up for what's right.
Educate them.
We have different opinions and views, so you gotta speak up for yourselves.
And
Yeah.
you may not realize it, but like the change can start with you, like you and future generations.
You can
like,
break that curse.
Exactly. Like what your parents taught you may not be right, but like you can teach your children what's right, or like the people around you, you know.
If you're losing friends or followers or family, it's like then those people weren't supposed to be in your life anyway, because they think like a racist or they're thinking wrong. You know, you should never have that negative energy around you and with you. So it's very important, like who's real during these times, because, you know, I wasn't worried about any of these people folding during these times, you know, because I feel like a lot of people's true colors came out during this time, everything coming out, because you see who's really racist and you see who's not. You know, and it's important if you have
quiet.
Yeah, if you have racist friends, it's just cut them off. You know, you don't
need them in your life.
Yeah, because it's like, why is it so hard not to be racist? I just don't get why that's something to even argue about. You know, that's something that's just common sense. You don't judge people because of their color, ever. You know, everyone's beautiful. Everyone can love. You know. Everyone has a heart. We all bleed the same. So I don't get why you would ever judge somebody.
Adding on to what Ricky said, some parents like depend on like the news, but the news is not really showing everything. It's all on social media. Like if you're just scrolling on Twitter, everything is on there.
The news is always biased.
Yeah,
just so you know, every news channel. Don't believe everything you see, for real.
A lot of people are thinking, you know, protesting is super dangerous or da-da-da. And at certain extents in certain places, it does get to a dangerous point. It does get to right, because our voices do need to be heard. And that's why we're being so loud, to get our point across. Because the government's just not listening to us. And that's why there's these riots. That's why we're being so loud in these protests. Because we're trying to get the point across that Black Lives Matter.
Most of the time you see the police, you know,
and
starting the riots and everything.
It's literally on all social media. You're seeing the police start the riots. And that's just another topic to get on. That's like, you just got to do your research on that. You know, like, you know, people believe what they want to believe, but majority of the protests are so peaceful, and
we've all been
it's just we've all went to a protest. You know, all ethnicities are there. Everyone's there fighting for what's right. So it's not white versus black. It's us against the racists. Is what it is here, and it's like I believe that you should use your voice and you should go protest if you can, if you're old enough, and if your parents let you. But I know the news makes protests look so like angry and so bad and so dangerous, but it's not really like that. It only gets like that when XYZ happens. Yeah, when XYZ happens. It's really not what it looks like on the news, is what I'm saying here today. And if you don't know where to find protests, if you don't know how to find one, I think just look through social media or look on the internet, protest near me, whatever city you live in. And I probably there will be a protest around you locally, hopefully.
I suggest going protesting too, because it's a different kind of feeling, really.
It is.
You know, you experience a lot of things.
It's very emotional too.
Yeah, love, unity. You know, seeing everyone come together. You know, sharing their pain, Black people's pain, and all the speeches, and it's just, I feel like it's good for the heart. You know, fighting for what's right, and you know, I really suggest going protesting.
And just being around people that believe the same things as you too. You know, you're all fighting for what's right. You know, it's all just this positive energy, just going into like, you know,
very positive.
It's just fighting for what's right. And it's not something that's going to change overnight. You know, nothing ever changes overnight. This is something that's going to get changed over time. And hopefully by the end of this year, we can really get justice.
We're going to keep fighting.
And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't just go to protest one time and think everything's going to go to normal. No, it needs time. You know, you need to have patience, you know. Hopefully it's not going to take years. Hopefully we can our voices will be heard now, you know. Like, now's the time to vote. 2020, there's going to be a new president. This is our time.
We hope that you guys got a little bit more knowledge about the Black Lives Matter movement from us. We try to speak on everything that we thought was important to tell to you guys. We know we have a lot of viewers on this platform, so we wanted to get that out to you guys because this is something that we really believe in, and we believe that the Nextkidz, the next Femme should too. And we just want you guys to continue using your voices. We will continue doing the same. We will not stop fighting. We will not be silent, and I hope you guys do that same thing as well.
No justice, no peace.
No
Racist police.
That's how you know we went to the project.
That's how you know.
As you guys know, Nextkidz has always been diverse, accepting of our people no matter how they come. We love everyone. As Ricky said, everyone is beautiful in their own way, and
We
we
celebrate
truly believe
diversity. We celebrate diversity. That's our brand.
I gotta
Be
say
colorful.
that.
Be who you
I
want to
say
be.
that. I was gonna say
Don't let other people stop you. Fight for what's right. Use your voice.
Our hearts go out to everyone in the Black community and anybody else who has been affected by this, and we just want you to know that we love you and we stand for you and we gonna fight for you.
And that
Yes.
all Black lives matter.
All but every day. Every day.
That means
Not just today. LGBTQ
Community.
plus.
Oh.
Accept everybody. Make your heart big.
We'll be linking ways that you can help down below in the description box. There'll be places you can donate to help during this time, and petitions you can sign to, and other resources too. So make sure to check that out. Please
In the
be the
description.
change and take action in any way that you can, because those are very easy ways to help.
Stay safe, and we love you guys.
Peace
And love.
No justice.
No, peace.
peace.
No, racist ass police.
Period.
Period.